What is going on, everybody? It's Franz. We're here for a Monday Night Raw review for September 3rd, 2018. This is coming to you on September 4th because I was unable to watch Raw live. I had to catch it the next day. And WWE, I don't know what they're trying to do, but having the Shield get decimated like they did at the end of this show tonight, are they still trying to push Roman Reigns as this uber babyface? Because honestly, it's not going to work, and it's still not going to work even after tonight. The biggest talking point, of course, coming out of this show was Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker's confrontation, and how heartfelt Shawn Michaels got when he talked about him not wrestling anymore, and the fact that he did it out of respect for The Undertaker. He did it out of respect for the system and everybody, like all the fans and everything. He wants to be the one constant of somebody who does not come back, just like everybody else, like a Mick Foley or Terry Funk or Ric Flair. Anybody else who's ever said, I'm retiring from the business, has always come back. Shawn Michaels does not want to be that guy. So Shawn Michaels is not going to be that guy. He wants to be the guy who gives you what you want. And I don't know what else to tell you, but WWE has got people speculating that we might get a one more match with Shawn Michaels, and honestly, I don't want to see that. Shawn Michaels could stay retired, and I wouldn't be mad at him at all. So that was the biggest thing. Another thing coming out of Monday Night Raw this week was the fact that Kevin Owens quit last week and was back like that. Just back like that. So what was the whole point of having him come out and say, I quit? Don't get any explanation, nothing at all of why he quit last week, and then just all of a sudden was back this week attacking Bobby Lashley. And of course, he was one of the heels who came out and attacked the Shield later in the night. 205 Live did make a presence tonight with the fact that Drake Maverick, who is the 205 Live general manager, I guess is now the Authors of Pain's manager, which is fine because AOP has somebody to manage them and let them go, like guide them, and also be a mouthpiece for them, because the biggest crutch of the AOP is Akam and Rezar are not good on the mic. And having them have Drake Maverick with him being able to have a better voice than those two is better than what we had before. Even though Paul Ellering, I'd rather have him be the manager than anybody else. But Drake Maverick looked silly in his AOP-like attire. I thought that was kind of funny. The fact that they had Akam, Rezar, and Drake Maverick all look one and the same. There will be no audio in this edition of Monday Night Raw review. Just ain't got the availability today to have audio outside of the beginning of the thing, as you heard. Last night started off with Strowman, Ziggler, and McIntyre in the ring. They show us what happened last week. They talk about how Roman had to have a shield around him because Braun Strowman was the Money in the Bank contract holder he tried to cash in 2 weeks ago, and his buddies came out and helped him prevented that from happening. Says he had to get his own pack, and he doesn't give a damn what the fans say. So basically, yes, WWE is going with this heel turn. But honestly, I did not hear, it might have been them manipulating the crowd, I don't know, but I really didn't hear too many boos when he sat there and said, I don't give a damn what any of you people think. It just sounded like the fans were not against Strowman beating down Roman Reigns and the Shield and being this heel. Drew says the Shield had their day and we will be the new kings of this ring. Ziggler says they will be more dominant than DX, the Nation of Domination, and we sure as hell will be more dominant than the Shield. The Shield come out, they're up in the rafters like usual, up in the top of the stands. Before they can even make it to the ring, Baron Corbin sends out a slew of superstars who get decimated by the Shield. And then as they get closer, as they circle the ring like they usually would, Shield style, more superstars come out and they get decimated again. Well, the Shield, they do brawl with Strowman, Ziggler, and McIntyre a little bit until they get McIntyre, Ziggler, and Strowman all get pulled to the back. The Shield break through everybody and they run to the back. We come back from break, and all of a sudden, for whatever reason, the Shield are being arrested by the authorities, which was, I don't know what they were for. We do find out later that they were insinuating, they started a riot and disorderly conduct, and I'm like, really? All the pull-apart brawls we had between Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar, or Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns, or Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, and now you're going to have somebody get arrested for insinuating a riot? Are you kidding me? It made no sense to me. And I noticed at the beginning of the show, I didn't hear Coach anywhere because Coach wasn't here tonight. It was Renee Young on commentary. And great. I don't want to hear Coach again. Renee Young actually does sound different. She doesn't sound robotic. She doesn't sound annoying. At least not yet. So definitely an upgrade for commentary last night with Renee Young on commentary for the whole majority, for the entire night, which was great. We had the Riot Squad versus the Bella Twins up next. Riot Squad ends up losing because it's the Bella Twins. Who cares? I don't. Do you? I don't. In the back, we have Finn Balor with Baron Corbin. Balor wants another rematch. May I ask why? This would have been the fourth match on. This would have been the fourth or fifth match together. Corbin says I have enough on my plate right now. I don't have to deal with any of this. Balor's like, you're so full of yourself. You must be compensating for something. If you want to prove it right to me tonight, I want that match tonight. And he agrees. So the main event was made for Balor and Corbin. Shoot me, please. We go from this to what is a really interesting tag team combination of Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. This obviously spells the fact that we probably will not see Jason Jordan in a WWE ring again. So Bobby Roode and Chad Gable have been teamed up. Hopefully this will lead to the heel turn of Bobby Roode eventually when this team breaks down after a while. But for now we have Bobby Roode and Chad Gable versus the Ascension, with Bobby Roode and Chad Gable winning with a deadlift German suplex with a bridge. Definitely a beautiful move by Chad Gable. So Bobby Roode and Chad Gable are your new tag team. We do have a little bit of a resurgence with the tag team division on Raw with the AOP later in this night and Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of Bobby Roode and Chad Gable as a tag team. What would their name be if they are a long-term thing, or if they're short-term? Do you expect this to be a Bobby Roode heel turn by him turning on Chad Gable? Elias is out to talk trash on Trish Stratus, Columbus, and the Ohio State Buckeyes. He is interrupted by Bliss, Fox, and James to, walk with Elias. Skip. This leads to Bliss versus Natty with Rousey in Bliss's corner. Natty's corner, and Alexa Bliss wins with the armbar. So, you knew Alexa Bliss was not going to lose as we head towards Hell in a Cell, as she will be facing Ronda Rousey in her rematch for the Women's Championship. Post-match, Rousey destroys Alicia Fox again with those. I honestly don't know how Alicia Fox even has a working right arm, because she gets flipped so fiercely by Ronda Rousey that it's like, my word, how she has any usage of that arm is beyond me. Chop block by Alexa Bliss, who tosses Rousey to the outside and into the stairs, then throws her back in the ring where Rousey fights her off. And that was the end of that segment. Corbin was in the back with Strowman and friends. They want competition. They're like, we don't ask. You might be the acting general manager, but this is our show. McIntyre and Ziggler won a Raw Tag Team title match, but with the Revival being advertised for tonight, Baron Corbin's against it right away. And of course, what happens? We have the Revival. We fade over to the Revival talking to Charlie Caruso about their match tonight when Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler come out of nowhere and utterly destroy the Revival. So we get the B team versus Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler for the Raw Tag Team Championships. And finally, the luck has run out. The B team are no longer your Raw Tag Team Champions, as Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler win with the Claymore Zigzag combo. At least two legitimate guys who are a formidable tag team actually are your tag team champions. AOP come out with Drake Maverick of some reason. Guess Drake Maverick is their manager now, and they beat a bunch of jobbers with the Super Collider. So they're starting to bring the ascension of the AOP up like they should have in the first place. In the back, we had the Bellas, who are trying to drive a wedge between Natty and Ronda Rousey. Who really cares? The next segment is the segment you should be watching for Raw this week with HBK and The Undertaker. HBK comes out and says that he's surprised a lot of the legends are picking The Undertaker. He would have bought that if the WrestleMania undefeated streak was intact, but it's not, so I'm going with Triple H. Undertaker comes out and says that just because this just became personal and brings up HBK and Triple H as best friends. In those 20 years, I put both you down after taking the best you guys both had. Brings up, he also took HBK's career. HBK says, is this what you think it's about? I'm a man of my word. Says he stayed retired out of respect for you, the system, and the fans. When everybody else would come back after retiring, Mick Foley, he didn't say this, but Mick Foley, who will be on Raw next week, for whatever reason, Mick Foley, Ric Flair, Terry Funk 4 or 5, 20, like probably 20 times. Everybody else who comes back and does not keep the word of retiring, I'm going to do that, he says. He does it out of respect. Every time I step into arena, though, I hear as the crowd chants one more match. I hear it every time. You can hear and see the emotion coming out of HBK when he's talking about this. How many times he's at WrestleMania every single year. Like superstars are banging down his door wanting a match. The millions and millions of dollars he has turned down out of respect for the Undertaker. He's going to leave, and Taker's like, is it respect or fear? Because if you were chosen to come out of retirement, there's only one person you're after, and it's me. I would put you down all over again. You know it, I know it, they know it, and it's one thing I know you know. In Melbourne, I'm going to put your buddy down again. And he leaves. Baron Corbin comes back to Finn Balor and tells him that with all the stuff on my plate tonight, they're not going to be able to wrestle tonight, so it's going to be you and Braun Strowman in the main event. So instead of getting one rematch that we've already seen a million times, we're going to see another match we saw 3 or 4 times in a row. Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Dana Brooke and Ember Moon. Bayley and I was like, why is this match happening like this? Whatever. Ember Moon was rocking, was towards the end of this match was getting on fire. When Dana Brooke tags in, she ends up getting rolled up for the 1, 2, 3. And Boston Hug Connection end up winning this match. Post-match, Dana Brooke tells both Titus O'Neil and Apollo she's had it with both of them and she is done. Then we get to the lowest part of the show, in my opinion. We have a mandatory in-ring meditation with Lashley and Jinder Mahal. They're doing the Shantae. When Kevin Owens, out of all people, comes out and destroys Bobby Lashley with the help of Jinder Mahal. What was the point of last week having Kevin Owens stand in the ring, sit in the ring, tears coming down his eyes, and just say, I quit? Owens with the powerbomb on the apron, laying out Lashley. I don't know what they're doing, why they had him quit last week. They could make fun. They could have a little fun with this. They decided to go the other way and just have Kevin Owens show up. No explanation, telling us no reason why he was here tonight, last night, but he was. Triple H and Mick Foley will both be here next week on Monday Night Raw. I don't know why they said it's going to be Mick Foley's going to be here celebrating 20 years of his Hell in a Cell match with The Undertaker, but that would have been in June or July, right? King of the Ring 1999 happened, or 98 happened in July or June, right? June, right? June or July? I think it was June. Why is he coming in September? Was he booked up around the time of that? I don't know. Ronda Rousey will have her second Raw match next week when she teams with Natty, faces Alexa Bliss and Alicia Fox. Why couldn't it be Mickie James? I don't know. Mickie James might still be injured, and she's not still being used. Then we had Braun Strowman versus Finn Balor in a hard-fought match with Braun Strowman winning. It was the post-match, which you want to talk about. Ziggler and McIntyre toss Balor into Strowman just to have him hit with a power slam. They throw him outside. We get a Shield chant because fans want the Shield. They throw Balor to the outside. They pull the ring steps and they look to triple powerbomb him when sirens go off. And I'm like, is Scott Steiner coming out? Young fans don't know what that is, but they do have the vehicle that took the Shield away backs in, and Roman Reigns is in the driver's seat when he opens the back door, and his two Shield brethren Rollins and Ambrose come out. They look to head to the ring when a bunch of heels come from behind and attack the Shield. Why is Drew Gulak here? Somebody asked me that. Answer me that. Why is Drew Gulak on Monday Night Raw as this band of heels beat up the Shield? Out of all three guys, I think Rollins took the brunt of this because he was thrown head first or shoulder first into the police car, and he was bleeding profusely from the arm after that. Pretty much all three guys get beat down. One gets thrown into the barricade, into the Titantron. Strowman, the AOP, Drew Gulak, and Strowman beat the heck out of Roman Reigns. Rollins, of course, got thrown into the police car, and all three men are decimated. Is this supposed to help the Shield get over as cheered or anything? I have no idea. But this was definitely, I don't know what to tell you, but this was definitely, and it was a head scratcher why WWE decided to go with let's beat down the Shield. Everybody loves the Shield, and is this supposed to get Roman Reigns over? I don't know, but in my opinion, he's still not over. The crowd really didn't boo. Like, they didn't really boo. Like, unless they changed, like, unless the audio was off and I didn't hear it, I didn't hear much booing for the Roman Reigns getting beat down. Like, they might have been booing when Rollins and Ambrose were getting beat down, but they utterly destroyed Roman Reigns, and the crowd really didn't care. It just seemed like with this thing happening in the main event, the crowd really did not care as much as they should have. It was just perplexing why they went with this. What does WWE have in store from now on? We'll have to see next week. This is going to be a 6-man tag match in Melbourne, Australia for the Super Showdown with Strowman and Ziggler and McIntyre versus the Shield. Can we wait till Hell in a Cell is over with? Because we still got another week. I think next week is the go-home show for Hell in a Cell, which will be, of course, the 16th. Yeah, I believe that's next week, isn't it? Let me check my calendar here. Yeah, next Monday and Tuesday are the go-home shows. So can we at least wait till the 17th before we even worry about Super Showdown? Because that is still 2 weeks or 3 weeks. You still have 3 Mondays between after Hell in a Cell before that and the Super Showdown. Super Showdown's on the 6th of October, right? Yes. You have the 17th, the 21st, and the 1st of October to build to the Super Showdown. Leave it. Just let's get through Hell in a Cell first. We still have to have matches. We still need matches booked for Hell in a Cell. On the Raw side, we have the Raw Women's Championship and the Universal Championship, and that's about it, isn't it? Yeah, the Raw Championship, the men's and women's big titles, and that's it. Give us the matches next week. Enough of the Super Showdown. We still have 4 weeks overall. Just give it a break. We have this. At least there wasn't much, if at any, evolution. Much evolution shoving down our throat. Maybe they did during the Elias segment. Speaking of Evolution, it has been confirmed that Mickie James will go one-on-one with Lita at Evolution. So, there's that. But I know this is a shorter video than usual, but this is my Raw review for this week. I will hope to see you guys here tomorrow for SmackDown Live, and what we will be doing Thursday for NXT. You know I'm going to be checking out that Gargano and Velveteen Dream match. I am looking forward to that. Tonight, which you guys will be watching, we have Samoa Joe who'll probably do something with AJ Styles. Hopefully we'll get an answer between Becky Lynch and Charlotte for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship, and we'll find out who is going to be facing the Bar next week for the right to go face the New Day at Hell in a Cell. I'm hoping it'll be Rusev Day winning this week, so they have a heel babyface match next week with the Rusev Day split happening next week. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But my name is The Franz. Find me on twitch.tv/TheFranz08, on Twitter at The Franz. Hit that subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow for SmackDown Live review.